do like truck driving overnight hours. I now work in the daytime. Today, it's an awfully rainy day. I don't know if we'll be doing anything. I just started this job like mid last week. It's been going pretty good. Then I thought about it and remembered I need to move out of my apartment. My lease is up at the end of this coming month. So I've got 30 days to figure out what I'm going to be doing and to basically save as much money as possible to figure out what that being said is going to be. I'm going to get another apartment, or if I'm going to possibly do like an RV campsite living situation. There are a few campgrounds around my area that actually do RV camping like year round, and I might end up just doing that, buying some type of camper or motorhome and parking it at a spot for a while, because the prices are relatively cheap and you can still hook up to electricity and water, and then you just winterize in the winter. My biggest concern is with me having a dog, where I'm going to put her. In the hot months, and it's April, and in the Midwest, it starts to heat up for a few months, and there's days where we'll have 90 to 100 degree weather consistently. So, because if I didn't have my dog, I would probably stay in my car over the summer months and just shower at friends' house, or even like we have a lot of truck stops around my area that, you know, you can shower and pay for and still work and still make money, just live a little bit of a different alternative lifestyle. I don't know. I also had my GoPro with me yesterday, and I think I left it in one of the other vehicles. I don't know if I did. I hope I did, because that alone is like $400, and I don't really want to lose that. I don't use it that often, but when I do, it's nice to have. Man, it's raining. Hopefully it lets up. I don't know. It said that it was like 50% chance basically all morning. So I don't know if it's going to let up at all, or if everything's just going to be puddles and wetness. I mean, everything's going to be wet. Obviously, it's not going to dry in 30 minutes, but still showed up because, I don't know, there could be like inside work that we have to do. Clean out the warehouse or something. Not sure. But we're going to hang out here until I get an update from my boss. I don't want to bother and be like, oh, are we working today? Knowing that, you know, there's probably something that could be going on. Not sure exactly what that would be, but something. So yeah, you guys get to hang out with me for a little bit this morning. It's not like I'll be doing much. Just sitting here waiting to see when the other guys show up. Supposed to be here at 7:30. All like the work employees. There's 3 of us that go out, and then the boss. But see when the other guys show up. But yeah, I was looking online at like campers and RVs and things like that. There's a couple in my area that are actually like considered motorhomes, the ones that you can get in and drive, that are livable, which that would actually kind of be nice, because then I wouldn't have to worry about towing it to and from. Like, yeah, I have trucks and people that could tow it to one spot, drop it off, but then if I needed to move it or anything like that, I don't have immediate use of a vehicle that is powerful enough to move it, because I drive a car, and then that's not going to pull a trailer or any type of camper of any sort. My car hardly can drive itself. So I need to get that situation figured out. I would like to, ideally, what would be awesome is to get a truck and get a slide-in camper that just sits right in the bed of it. That way, it's small, it's compact, but it's right there with the vehicle also all the time, so I don't really have to worry or go anywhere to get to and from home. But I don't have a truck either, so that's another thing. I just gotta work what I have, and right now I have a Nissan Maximum, and I'm not really sure how long that will stay alive for. I just gotta get it in and get it all cleaned up. This is nice. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Oh, it's got some length to it. I can use this to cleaning cars and stuff. Yeah. This must go in between the wheel well. Oh, and a little detailer brush for the inside of your things. But yeah, that's a quick little life update. I've got to move out of my place in 30 days because I'm not going to stay there any longer after this lease is up. My rent's way too expensive, and it just doesn't really work out when I could get a camper and live in an RV year-round campsite for a fraction of what I pay for my apartment. I'm not even at my apartment a lot anyways. Like, yesterday, I got home at like 7, took my dog out, went to bed, woke up today, took my dog back out, and I got here at 7:30. And depending on the weather today, I might not be back home for a good portion of the day, or I might just be home in an hour. But typically when the weather's nice out or anything, I'm not home at all throughout the day. I'm working, or I'm out with my dog, we're doing something. So we don't spend a ton of time at my apartment. It's basically just a shelter, somewhere for me to rest my head, somewhere for my dog to sleep, eat, and shower. And I can do all of that in a camper for a fraction of the price that I pay for an apartment. And I'm not opposed to living in a camper. I've stayed in my car 2 summers ago for like a month, and then it was going good. It wasn't bad. So if I can get a camper, have a little bit more room to be able to live in, I'll do that, because my dog does need a little bit more space. But it'd be nice if I did have like just something small, not a large one. If I did get a large one, it would be like a motorhome, probably something you can drive. But I just need like a small enough space for me. Basically, I need a big dog house. That's what it needs to be. It's just a big sheltered dog house, because it's just me and my dog. I rarely have people over, and if I do, they don't stay very long. I don't like a lot of people over like that. So I just need a big dog house for my dog. Keep her covered and cool in the summer times, and then like sheltered from like the rain, obviously. So I was looking into that last night, and there's 3 places that are within 15 minutes of like where I currently live that actually do the RV year-round camping. So I think I'm gonna look into those and see if they have any openings. I'm gonna give them a call today. I know that they fill up pretty quick, especially with the summer months being here. And then on one of their websites, they're talking about long-term stay. So I'm guessing that they fill up pretty quick when you've got some people staying there long-term. And actually, a lot of people do it. I remember I drove past a few campgrounds that have like the RV sites, and there was always the same people there. There was even a bus that went by to pick up like kids for school and stuff. So I know at least one of them have like actual families that live there and camp all year round. But even at the other one for long term, if it's just me, I don't need I don't really care actually. If there's other people that stay there long term, just need to have like a set space for me and my dog for X amount of time. This must be one of those things that you clean like your all like the little spots in your car with. I always find it like interesting when they detail how actually wet they get the inside of your car and like the things that they do to it. Because when you're in your car and stuff and you spill a drink, you're like, oh no, like water. But like if you ever watch somebody detail a car, they actually get everything really wet on the inside, like your dashboard, your cup holders, all the little buttons. They spray it down. I'm sure the mix that they use isn't 100% water. It's probably like, I don't know actually, it's probably like alcohol and some cleaning solutions. And they use it and they clean it out. But if it is all water, that's kind of crazy too, because people freak out when you spill water in your car. Like I know I have, like if I spill it and goes everywhere, I'm like, oh no, like it's gonna mess up my buttons or my electrical system's gonna short. And then you watch people detail cars and they're like spraying the heck out of your doors, your buttons. Even when they install tint on your vehicles, they get it really wet and then they just squeegee all of it down and all that water just seeps into like your window seal lip. And you would think that maybe it would short it out, but it obviously doesn't. It's not like an actual normal wire. They probably use a special coating on them so when they do get wet, you know, they don't blow a fuse or short circuit themselves. I don't know. I should look up, see what the mixture is that they actually use when they detail cars. Because I like watch. I have a lot of other videos that are like shorts and stuff that will fly by and I'll watch them just like going to town on them. Also when they clean your seats and they have the attachment that's go to drills, they just clean them really good, like the before and after. I also like watching when they clean rugs really good before and after. Those are satisfying. Ooh. But it's been an adjustment getting used to like normal hours again. Like I was going to work between like 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. and then I'd get off at, I don't know, 8 a.m. Now I'm going back to work at 7 a.m. and I get off whenever we're done for the day. So it's been an adjustment, but a good adjustment. So my brother gave me a Fitbit. And I used to have an Apple Watch like years ago, probably like 3 years ago, and then I sold it, and then I started to not have like any type of smartwatch or anything like that. But he gave me this Fitbit. It's like a Fitbit Charge 5, and I actually really do like it because it counts how many steps and calories and stuff like that that I've burned throughout the day. And in the last like 3 days, I've taken like 150,000 steps, and working with him, I've burned like 6,000 calories, just like probably more than that. I'd have to look into the app, but I was looking at it last night. I can't remember exactly, but each day I'm burning like almost 4,000 calories just by how much we're moving around and doing things like that, which is pretty cool. Because there was a point where I was getting really lazy, especially when I was working like the 3 a.m. to 8 a.m. shift. I would just go home and sleep all morning long, and then I'd wake up, I'd take my dog out, but then I'd sometimes just go back to bed because I was just so tired. And when you wake up at 6 p.m., there's not many options to do things, and then everyone else is kind of going to bed.